The video I'm going to share with you today is not about any project I made, but it's more about the process of making itself. So what I want to talk to you about today, it's a story that has some sad moments and some happy moments, and I will start with the sad ones. So I set out and I wanted to do a video about how to make a bed leveling sensor myself, and I decided to take it from a do-it-yourself approach. I could have bought one, but that's not fun. And in the end, I think that all this making things gives us the opportunity of learning in the process, and this is exactly what I wanted to do. And in fact, I learned a lot about inductive sensors and optocouplers and how to wire the two of them, and also some electronics involved. I also learned something the hard way because working with it, I found out that I had to power it up with the 5 volts, and I decided to take the 5 volts from the MLZ board into the machine, and I was a bit let's say fumbling around, and I fumbled so much that I actually shorted my 5 volts, and the voltage regulator of the board burnt down. So why do I want to share with you a failure instead of a success? It's because failures are part of the process, and part of also being around it and sharing it with the large community that is in the world. I have no support from anyone else except myself, so I'm all that I produce here is the result of my efforts and basic tools that everybody has at home. And actually, the only support I have is from my wife. She's very patient and she's bearing with me with all this stuff that I'm always tinkering around. So yeah, I thought, it's important to make everybody aware of the fact that by doing this, we have to make mistakes. And this is not what you usually see in channels like this. You always see, how you learn how to do things and how to copy what everybody else is doing or what someone else is doing. So that is it, when you're not copying someone else, but you're doing some things yourself, then you can make mistakes. Out of this, at the other hand, mistakes can create opportunities. I was into looking for upgrading the board of the machine, and I was kind of hesitating a bit because there was enough stuff to do before that. And this could be actually an opportunity to go for it and upgrade to a different board. The other things I want to do first, because I want to try it, is to repair this one. So I went into some research and I actually found the specs of the component used here that has been damaged, and I want to give it a try to try and repair it. I have a friend that is very good at electronics, so I'm going to ask for his support, and we will see how it turns out. In the end, if this ends up not being repairable, then I will go for option number 2, that is, upgrading the board to something else. And that is something that I'm sure I will have to do, or I would like to do in the future one day. So let's see if this is just speeded up the decision-making process. And that is it for today. As I said, not so much to share about the machine itself. As you will see, I've printed out bullseye with the support, and everything was pretty much ready, except for, this small hiccup down the road. The other thing I want to share with you, I started also a Twitter channel, so I'm going to share the link down below, and please subscribe to it. And if you're curious about how this thing will evolve and how the story will unfold around this, follow me on that one. And that's it for today. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned.